Lemonheads, this rules. Ready, boy. Hello.
Stars of Stranger Things has got a little side hustle going. Brett Gelman, who plays Murray
That's
on
exactly
Stranger
how
Things,
you put it.
is now an author.
Stranger Things star Brett Gelman has a little side hustle going. It's called being Jewish.
He has written a book of short stories.
Nice side hustle, Brett.
He's already hit a little bit of a speed bump. Doesn't have anything to do with the book or the stories, but it's really about
Brett Gelman is an actor and writer, and he makes a little money on the side by being Jewish.
Very passionate defense of Israel since the terrorist attack on October 7th.
Who is this guy, by the way?
Now some backlash as he's been out trying to promote the book. We actually last month saw this with
I mean Hamas.
Well, so what has happened?
I want to see Brett's intro.
Has had constant talk to us about the book and about some of those rescheduled gigs. So joining us right now is Brett Gelman. Welcome to TMZ Live.
Hey, Brett.
Hey, guys. Hey, good to see you.
Why don't you tell us, because the book
Very
isn't
funny
about
start.
the war.
Very funny
but
start.
Your position on the war has had consequences. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, I've been an advocate for Israel and its right to defend itself. That doesn't mean that I'm not critical of the Netanyahu government, and that also doesn't mean that I don't empathize with the innocent Palestinians who are dying.
Boring. Brett's not funny. He sucks. Let's see if it's funny.
So that people
boring.
would turn against Israel.
Boo.
So ironically, what they
Boo,
did
you're
on the
boring.
7th
You suck ass.
was the first step in an end game to turn.
It's so funny that TMZ has to weigh in on Palestine and Israel now. I mean, look at these two retards. Look at this guy. Look at both of these retards. This like Chinese steroid Trimbolone retard on the left, and then on the right, it's just a crackhead Wayne's brother no one's ever heard about.
World against Israel.
I completely agree. I mean, Hamas, unlike
they love to do the hummus Hamas. They love to do the. It's just Hamas.
Liberals.
It's like hamburger.
Able to see how another type of person thinks, and so they were able to see. They did the classic thing that's done to the Jewish people, make them into the thing that people hate the most right now, which in this case is the oppressor. And so by building their tunnels under civilian communities,
boring, Brett. Boring.
Enjoy
Boo.
not being me, as they read it.
Boo.
Anyway, congrats on the book.
Congrats on the book,
Thank
and
you,
hopefully you
guys.
can reschedule some of these and
Yeah.
actually get out there.
Hopefully you can reschedule it for
I
the
know you're
tens of
encouraging a
people that are
discourse,
going
and I
to
think
show
that's a
up. And by the way, Brett, I'm going to be one of them.
thing that people should be talking
Yep.
about.
It should be a conversation, and thank you for to do that too. You're encouraging it too, way more than me. So,
Oh, Brett. Oh, Brett. Oh, Brett. What? What happened? Oh, here we go. Atlanta. Fuck. Palo Alto. I don't want to fly up there. I guess I could. Maybe we could schedule a live lemon party the day of the Palo Alto, but do it in San Francisco. Let's see what day it is. Sales ended. What the hell? Brett sucks. He stinks.
I really appreciate.
Let's see. I think he posted as well. His poster, his gay poster. Palo Alto, March 21st, Thursday. What's today? This is like last week. God damn it. No, I missed all of them. Damn it. Brett, publish another book. I want you to sign my balls. Okay, sorry, everybody. I'm downloading the YouTube app so I can so I can see the super chats here. Let me see what we're working with, y'all. What you working with? What you working with, y'all? Top messages. Okay, I gotta. So let me sign in to the other one so I can see the donations. Hold on, just bear with me. Can you guys see? I guess I have to look. If I'm looking up, can you guys see me from this angle? The problem is I don't have this other monitor to put the webcam. And down here, you can't really see me. It's just like pointing up into my nose. Whatever. I'll figure something out. Okay, let's see here. Chat filter. Fan funding. There we go. Florida Gator with the 10 says you should watch KY Brew review. Brett Gelman, anti-Semitism. Brett Gelman on. Please watch Stranger Things star Brett Gelman. So I have to type in Stranger. Oh. That video's not popping up, so let me type in full thing. Stranger Things star Brett Gelman. Here we go. Here we are. This is beautiful. Here's our
really
beautiful boy.
To that, to the fact that I was a member of a marginalized group, and that I had spent so much time speaking out for other groups, which I won't stop, and I don't regret doing. But then I better start speaking out for me and my own people, and start building up the pride in myself as a Jewish person, and start standing to fight, because I started to see these things.
Wait, Brett,
happening.
You're Jewish? Wait, is this guy also Jewish? Huh. Weird.
And I started to notice rhetoric online, and even
Here we go. I don't know how much of this you guys saw with this. It looks like $1 million extreme sketch
happening, and I started to notice rhetoric online, and even amongst people that I knew that was problematic, dismissive at best. A great erasure of our pain and our pain,
our struggle,
and lies that were being created.
What's Brett's struggle? Remind me again, Brett's. What's your struggle? Does it get a little too hot in Ibiza sometimes, and you have to go cool off with bottle service? Shut the fuck up, you pig. You hollow-headed demonic pig. That's what you are. You worship the devil. You probably fuck kids. You're addicted to Molly. A CAT scan of your head would return a photo that it's literally just a picture of Swiss cheese. Dude. A wiffle ball. An MRI of your head looks like a fucking wiffle ball. You've drilled holes in it with every pill you could get your hands on. You pig. You satanic pig fuck.
That we were...
This is not a serious person just because they're Jewish, by the way. This is still a retard asshole.
I don't think any Jew.
And Brett, no one wants to listen to what you say just because you dress like the working man with your little trucker hats and your bullshit. Take that Star of David off your chest. You satanic fuck.
No matter how white their skin is.
How dare you associate with David?
Because.
How dare you?
Go talk to a white supremacist. Yeah. Anyway, so it caused this shift. I probably started to get the most vocal when that meme was out by Bella Hadid that Israelis were colonizers. And I saw the reaction to it. And I saw people that I knew reposting it. It was the brilliant thing that
no one likes you guys, Brett. Fucking accept some responsibility for the reason no one likes you people.
Whoever was filtering in that
no one likes this.
Was relating.
I'm not saying you should hate every Jewish person, but no one
Israeli
likes this.
Conflict to
Brett.
The Black American struggle in the United States, essentially, and that Israelis and Jews were white and Palestinians were of color.
Yeah,
and
the rise of could you just go on a little bit about you live on Coldwater Canyon Boulevard. Wow. Oh, could you go on about the rise of anti-Semitism? Wow, you were at your friend's house on Mulholland Drive the other day. Wow, interesting. Okay, wow. Could you go on about the rise of anti-Semitism? Oh, okay, you're in 3 movies this year. Wow, no, anti-Semitism's really on the rise. No, you're right. You're in 2 TV shows as well. Interesting. Your residual checks this month from projects in the past 10 years accumulated you about $45,000 of passive income. Interesting. Could you go on a little bit more? My tiny blue glasses I have, these tiny blue glasses, it makes it hard for me to hear words that come out of your mouth. Could you go on a little bit more about the rise of anti-Semitism?
Clara, anti-Semite. That's some of the ways you know you're an anti-Semite. Anti-Semite.
I love that sugar. That was a nice song.
So in the classic, condescending tone, it's a regressive thing where it's like it's something that even a child could understand. It would be on a children's TV show. I guess that's what they're saying. This is what the great Brett Gelman does this as well. Might as well go out with a bang here. Where are his singing Instagrams? Jesus Christ, help us.
Shana Tova. Shana.
Yeah, he's a pillhead. He's a drug addict. He's a drug addict who has a career because he's Jewish and he hung out long enough, and he probably, I don't know, he probably sold his soul to the devil or something. Who knows? I don't really give a shit. He's a disgusting fat retard.
Zionism means Jews definitely welcome. Because everywhere else, it's not such a sure thing. It doesn't mean no other people welcome. It just means we're definitely...
Everywhere else? What is he talking about? How many movie sets and trailers and, fucking red carpets in Ibiza do you have to attend before you admit that you are welcome places? Here's how welcome you are, by the way. You have an ethno state. How does that sound? You get an ethno state, Brett. You're welcome there. In fact, if you're Jewish, they fly you there for free, and you get to. They take you to you see all the tunnels. You get to fuck all the kids. You get to you get free money. It's a birthright. You fly to Israel, you get to be in 9 TV shows, and you get 40 movies. And then you come back to America and you talk about how you're not welcome anywhere.
Welcome, always welcome here. Okay?
Hey, Brett, here's somewhere you're welcome. My house. I'll DM you the address, buddy. How's that sound? You're welcome here anytime. I'll be waiting on the porch. Swing by sometime. I'll make you a cup of coffee. How's that sound, Brett? You thirsty? You're welcome at my place anytime, big guy.
Work in Hollywood, you're a successful actor and writer and producer, and you speak up. You speak up for who you are, for your identity, and for the state of Israel when it's really not a fashionable thing to do these days.
I am a liberal.
You drive around LA, there's, you can't, every single billboard is pro-Israel. Isn't LA this is the top 5 biggest cities in the United States? I don't know the exact order, but it's got to be like at least number 2. Am I showing my ass right now? Biggest cities in the U.S. Yeah, so it goes New York City, then LA. That's what I thought. I said number 2. Fuck you. Don't call me a retard. That's the retard there. Let's focus on the real retard in the room, not me. Him right there.
I believe.
Second biggest city in the United States. Billboards everywhere for Israel. Everywhere you look, there is a Jewish person on a billboard or a pro-Israel billboard. Somehow, he doesn't feel welcome in the world. In LA, where he lives, there's an advertisement for his ethnicity. And then if he sees a billboard that's not for his ethnicity, there's a billboard for a fucking TV show he's fucking in.
Believe in liberal values. I've spoken out for the Muslim.
Liberal values. The only thing you're liberal with, Brett, are your prescriptions. You fucking drug addict.
I am a liberal. I believe in liberal values. I've spoken out for the Muslim ban, for drag clubs getting shut down in red states. I've spoken out against, so I'm not going to speak for my own people. And I also don't agree in, if you're criticizing Islamic jihad, you're Islamophobic.
Within the Muslim culture, there is the culture of jihadism, and we're calling out that, but you're branding all Muslims in that.
When I say Hamas, you say Palestinian.
You say Palestinian.
I'm not saying Palestinian. You're not saying Palestinian.
Right.
They are. So I'm like, well, who's anti-Palestinian then? And when I came here in April with Ari, I immediately felt like I was home. Really feeling like I belong here. This is my ancestral homeland.
And we live in a world today in which owning your identity is such a welcome thing.
It's time for us to take a page from their book, Jews being allies to Jews.
Amen to that. Thank you for being an ally to Jews.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, cut.
Means
cut. And then he gets in a limo. He goes to his hotel room. He takes 20 unmarked pills he has in his Ziploc bag, and he thrashes on the floor. He just fucking throws himself bloody into the wall. Starts doing satanic chants. Brett. Hey, Brett. Brett, you were very put together in that interview. Care to comment on this?
You don't fucking know anything. I know something that makes me better than you. Fucking.
What? But Brett, I thought you were inclusivity, welcome, liberal. Hey, Brett. Are these the liberal values you're talking about?
You don't fucking know anything. I know something that makes me better than you. Fucking.
Sit and spin, dickhead. He doesn't view other people as life forms. If he wasn't in the club and if he wasn't on TV, I guarantee you he would be a mass shooter. He has the type of personality that the world didn't bend to his will, which thank God it did, and he got to be in, that horse shit, the twilight of Will Ferrell's career. He got parts here and there. If he didn't get that, he would have done unspeakable. He would have been the Terminator of rape. He would have done. He would have done mass shootings. He would have strapped bombs to himself and gone into. He's a sick drug addict. He's a sick man. This is who you're talking to. That guy in that interview, that's not who you're talking to. This is who you're talking to. Right here.
Shana Tova. Shana Tova.
Comedian Brett Gelman, everybody. Give it up for him. Very funny, very original. Nobody funnier than Brett. He's an attention whore. He's an attention whore who his asshole is as big as the hole in the Death Star. He did have a black wife when BLM was big, and then, we've said this on the show before, but he traded her in like she was a lease on a car for a Jewish wife once the Jews started getting oppressed again. Because, the culture went from caring about blacks to caring about Jews, and it'll go back to blacks. And, it's all a big fucking fun culture war game for these retards. Like anybody gives a fuck. You know, I wish I could go to Brett's Twitter or his Instagram. Let me see. Has he blocked me on Twitter as well, or just Instagram? Let me see. Brett Gelman. No, I don't see him. I think he might have deactivated his Twitter, but I mean, this is the stuff that
From the river to the sea. That means you want to kill me. From the river to the sea. Ah. That means you want to kill me. From the river to the sea. That means you want to kill me.
people wanting to kill you has nothing to do with your ethnicity when you look like this. Sit and spin. I'm on I'm over 5 hours doing the show right now. I'm exhausted, and you get this. The hatred for this guy is giving me a second wind. Brett Gelman looks like he's in danger. What's going on with him? What's going on with Brett? Oh shit! They're posting more clips. Hell yes.
Greatest person I've ever known.
She is. I gotta refresh this. Brett, what do you want to tell us?
I mean, there are so many answers to that question. I mean, she really is like the greatest person I've ever known. She is the most brilliant. She inspires me as an artist. You know, she's my favorite musical artist.
Yep.
I think she's just like, yeah, one of these like incredibly
Do you think he's talking about Satan?
People. She's walking talent, you know? And then she's also like, she's the warmest. She's just so inherently good and pure.
You want to tell us why you love Avery so much?
I mean, there's so many answers.
Yeah, this is a very funny podcast. He might be in danger. I think his wife made him start a podcast because she wanted to, so she could confront Brett about his shortcomings without him throwing her through a wall. Pretty sure. So he wouldn't bust her head on the marble sink while she explained to him that he's a narcissist that she is utterly sick of. Yes, he's doing gay voice. His handler is sick of him. I agree, Mud Puppy. That's exactly what's going on. Brett knows. Hey, what if Brett, if you're listening right now, that's a good idea, Mud Puppy. Brett, if you're listening, you married into the Mossad. This was a honeypot operation. Her older brother is a Satanist. You were really, really high, and you went to a couple after hours bars with Andy Dick. One thing led to another. You were rolling on, you were hippie flipping all night. You were on Molly. You were on ecstasy. You were on MDMA. You were on, sure, you smoked a little PCP. Who gives a shit? You ended up at a satanic orgy in Altadena. It happens. You ended up fucking the little sister of the head Satanist of the sex cult in Los Angeles. Brother, we've all been there. Brother, we've all been there. I want you to listen to me now. This woman was planted there by Mossad. She is now in the inner circle of Hollywood because you seemingly are like famous. You're on a big Netflix show. By the way, once the show ends, she's leaving you because she's going to keep rising up. I want you to know, Brett, that you're being lied to. You're being tricked. Ari she's either going to leave you or she's going to kill you. She can do whatever she wants. She's protected by the state of Israel and the Mossad. By the way, I heard Sagar is in the Mossad. I was told by someone who's pretty famous told me that they know like pretty much for sure he's in the Mossad, and that is the rumor. Weirdly enough, that Sagar guy, one time he DM'd me, he had to text me something, and then he made me text him on that, what's that app where all the texts disappear? The fuck is it called? He like texted me some information on that, and I was like, what? But then he had my number, and it's an app where you can text people and they can't screenshot anything. Forget the name of it. Regardless. Sauger's the guy, the crystal ball, and Signal is it the crystal ball and Sauger, whatever. Forget it's the one that Rogan thinks is like brilliant or something. I don't know. I barely know what's going on.